Have you played the Stanley Parable before? No. Let's see what we got here. All right. All right. Okay. Okay. Stream is definitely working then. You did it. All right. And then we're going to hit share again. Discord. There we go. And, oh yeah, I forgot. I don't even remember if I shared the damn Discord link in the stream last couple times. Or today at all, actually. I don't know if I've done it at all today. Okay. Now, let's just take a say. Shit, that scared the crap out of me. Okay, hold on. Be right back. I'm going to go use the bathroom while we're waiting on a couple people to come in. You did. I saw it yesterday, too. Okay, cool. Oh. Okay. Is anybody here? It's a father stream. Hello. Okay. Pizza Pal. Oh my God. Well, Clive's here to join the party, everyone. I guess we're gonna get cracking. Because I got up and peed. I even got a bag of cereal. Mmm. The current time. Okay. 10. Okay. Accessibility settings. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh wow, look at that fourth wall breaking. The computer screen on my TV screen. Okay. Settings.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor at his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-ending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
No, I'm not going to skip. I'm eating.
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in
I gotta
all
hurry up
his
and eat
years
this
at the
cereal
company
before it goes
had this
stale
happened.
because nobody else is
This
wanting to eat it.
complete isolation. Something was very clearly
This game looks like it was made by Source,
Shocked,
doesn't it?
frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
All right, let's see what happens. Man, it really looks like it
All
was
of his
made on Source,
co-workers
doesn't
were
it?
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
This like really makes me want to play Half-Life 2, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. I have my phone in night mode all the time so that it uses less battery, actually. Or dark mode or whatever. What is that? I keep wanting to like hit the run button and the jump button.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got that thing set on my phone too where it cuts out the blue light. It helps a lot. Yeah, at first it takes a minute
Yet
to
there
get
was
used
not
to
a
it because it
single
looks
person
uglier
here
because it's
either.
like yellow instead of
Feeling a
blue,
wave
but
of disbelief,
it definitely feels
Stanley
better on your
decided
eyes.
to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Monetized free to play. It's good. I wonder how many jokes are in this game. It just says stripes on the chart. Colored in segment. The stock market is somewhere here. What do people want? Things? What does that say? Happy feelings, money, more money, things, but with money to buy more things. Graphs about things and money. This is pretty funny. There's lots of jokes in here. Firing of me. We need what? Okay. I guess we've seen every joke in this room. I've never seen a broom closet labeled broom
Stanley stepped
closet.
into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Turned around, got back on track.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason
The game
to
looks
still
pretty
be here.
good. I like the look of this game a lot.
Coming to a
Wow.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
The textures look really good when you don't get right up on them.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Oh. Okay. Oh boy.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Some weird writing here. It's like there was a PIN number. There's no way he could have known it. But then they just tell you what it is. It's kind of weird.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Now it looks like we're playing
Stanley
Portal.
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Escape. Escape. Mind control facility. Okay. Oh wow, this looks like that scene from Brazil. You guys ever seen Brazil? This is very reminiscent of that.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I definitely I recommend Brazil. It is amazing. It's one of the coolest movies I've ever seen. It's really good.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Okay. Okay. That cereal is 100% cached. Just a sec, guys. Whoops. Hold on. About to drop my phone. Oh, I did it anyway. You can't like interact with anything, can you? Okay, L2 like crouches. Or you can interact with certain
This mind
things.
control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Huh. Okay.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
This guy walks really fast. It's Especially for some guy who sits at a desk all the time.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Beat the game. I got a gold trophy. This says beat the game. Then I got another that says get your first trophy. So is this like Doki Doki Literature Club where you keep playing the game over and over? Providing partitions for 56 years. Huh. F1.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh, this is weird. So what do you just do, the whole thing? Tell you what, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream because I'm really getting sleepy, and we'll do some like more of this stuff tomorrow. Yeah, it is kind of creepy, isn't it? But I'm gonna go ahead and download Fallout 4 while I'm sleeping. The blink on the PC and the clock are the same. I don't see it blinking at all. Anyway. Alright, well anyway, I'm starting to feel that like crap in my body where I'm about to start like shutting down. So we're going to download Fallout. You guys have a good night. We'll play some more of this game probably tomorrow too. That sounds like a fun idea. Alright, look, love you guys. I'll see y'all later. See y'all tomorrow.